Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play Factorio. This is LQ. So what I'm going to do for this episode, basically, actually let me start with what I did last episode. So last episode, or last time I left off, I didn't have any of these. These are electric grinders. They basically, or electric mines, and they drill out, or electric drills, and they basically get me the ores I need. And I did them there, and I actually did them all the way down by the copper, down here, too. And they're making me plates. And eventually I'll, make the plates come up here, but that's for another time. What I wanted to do this episode was start making an automated plating system for the iron, because you need, a crap ton of iron plates. And the easiest way to do that is to split the coal here and make like a thing. Why can't I put them there? Oh, because it actually has a thing there, so it won't let it do that. And a lot of people don't really understand how this thing works, or at least some of the Let's Plays I've watched. It basically just splits the stuff in half for you, and basically that's all that's gonna be. So there we go. All right, cool. Oh, so if you hit Q, it deselects what you're currently holding. What I also did off screen was I researched logistics 1, so that I got those. So I got the splitter and the some fast inserters and an underground belt, which I'll probably use the underground belt later to do some interesting and weird things. Basically how this works is you're going to take a long inserter and a regular inserter, and you're going to set up, so if you have this here, then you're going to have that track, so you're going to have the inserter arms, then you're going to do something like this, where it's going to be here, and there, and there, and there, and this is once again, it's going to change when I get electric furnaces, and it'll basically be then it'll be even different, and it'll be changed again, and I'll have to rework everything. But that's why I'm really not too concerned about how I lay these things out right now, is because I do know that later I will be what's the word I want to use? Changing up how this layout is, so that I don't actually have to super concern myself with that. So you'll see here I kind of stopped one early and the other one not as early. That's because I don't necessarily need more track than I currently have. I don't have arms, but basically the long inserter arms will take from there, and they'll insert them in, and I have to give it power still, and then the short ones will do that. So in theory, what will end up happening is I will give this power, and once again, when I get there's upgrades for power and stuff too, and when I get that, I will no longer be using the power in this way. And I just realized I can't do that. Alright, all I just have to do, I'll have to space them out a little weird. Or not weird, I'll have to space them out in a way where I can get power to all of this stuff. So there, and then I will work around that. No big deal. I'm gonna move this over. I know, right? Whole 30 seconds in and I'm already messing it up. So there you go. Now I actually don't need this, because I'm only going to do 3, because I don't have the room for more. And it's really nice to keep things nice and uniform when you do this kind of stuff, because then you'll know. I also turned on the feature that lets you see what is currently in the furnaces and inside of other things, so that I always know oh, well, these are where my iron plates are, and I can grab those. And then I'm going to make a track for exporting. Yeah, that's good. It'll cut right through me. Perfect. And for now, I'm just going to have them insert into a box because I don't remember what I had to get done. But I don't want this to take too much more time. But that's basically automating the plates. And then after that, so that's basically how you automate these plates. And then when I get the electrical furnaces, I'm going to have to expand out and do some other, like, wacky arrangement of things. Basically similar to this, but it won't have a coal line anymore, and it'll just be one line, but it'll be with, like, all these fast inserters and things, because it produces plates, like, twice as fast. So then I'm going to have that, and then it's going to go into a box for now, because I don't have anything else to do. So basically what happens, like, you can actually even see it here, when these things get clogged up on their side, they'll stop producing. So it's kind of like, kind of a bummer that they do that. Like, basically it's a bottleneck, and you want to kind of prevent having bottlenecks. So, like, I could actually make a fast inserter arm, and I'll show you how to prevent one of these bottlenecks. So, like, now I got this fast inserter arm, and it, like, just moves twice as fast. So, like, now it's taking these 3 things that are producing it, and now it's, like, I don't know, finishing it quicker so that you can, like, you know, get yourself quicker. I mean, it's kind of obvious when I say it like that. But, you know. So now I've got auto plates, but I wanted to do auto science. And to do that, I need to make red science automatically, which is copper plates and iron gears. So to make iron gears, we need to send these iron plates that I'm collecting, which I'm no longer going to collect. See how quickly that changes? I'm going to make them into gears. So now gears are going to be made, and I can actually insert like 100 of those so that this builds up, and then we can build a regular arm, or no, I have a regular arm, so I don't need to build it. And then I will have that go into a box. But then, like, all of this will be automated in a minute. So what I need to do now is I need to build track from down here, down from my, you know, my copper plates. Why did this stop? Oh, it's ran out of, nope. Wait, what? Why are you drilling? You're in the bad spot, that's why. Oh, and so are you. Oh, because you're feeding into the coal. Alright. Maybe I will explain that in a second. What's the best way to fix that? I guess here. And here, where I'm standing. You can't build where you're standing, that's kind of a thing. And then I can move this there, and that there, and then I guess I have to move these over now, and I can, so if you look down bottom left, you can actually see what you are grinding up into, and actually I'm going to have to do this like this, where it's going to be offset a little bit, and I'll have to feed it in like I do with the other one, so I'm actually just going to pull this back even more. So I was trying to make this so that I didn't have to have any arms down here, but I guess I will have to have arms down here. But that's not a big deal. Once again, all of this stuff is going to be reworked in the future. So what I'm going to do is not that. That's a bad idea. I'm going to do that. There. Get rid of that. That. I did that wrong, but that. I turned this one too early. So then I can have an arm, grab, and now I can actually have another arm. Yeah, this is basically what I want. And then I can do lots of things. See, this isn't a good setup because now it's all like confusing and stuff, and I just leaned back in my chair and I made a really loud squeak, but it's whatever. Yeah, so like this is all confusing and stuff. So the problem I have here is that I'm not really set up the way I am set up there, and I can fix that. It's just going to take me a minute, and I'm all out of time for this episode. So I will have some auto science going for you in the next episode. I will fix this mess down here and make the plates. I'll get a track going up to here to make some science and stuff, and then we will start cooking with science. But I will see all of you people in the next episode, and thank you for watching. I am LQ, and I will see you in the next one.